Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Ryan and Rob in Wrexham, where we are midway through the season now, having done pretty well in that first episode. That's all continued. We are absolutely smashing it. We're 21 games played, 57 points with 63 goal difference, and we're 9 points clear of Grimsby, who've played one more game than us. We're also 42 goals clear, so if we have a look at the schedule, as you can see, so the game we played was against Yeovil, we won 3-0. Then a few smattered 1-1 draws. Everything else, we are absolutely hammering the goals in. We've only scored 2 goals or fewer twice. So, at least in the wins, that is. So, it's quite impressive, this team. As it turns out, our forwards are pretty high level for this level. So, Ollie Palmer's a leading League One player. And Paul Merlin, last time I checked, decent player for most championship sides, and he's playing in the Vanarama National. So he's got 32 goals now, Paul Merlin, with 6 assists in 24 games. And Ollie Palmer has 10 assists and 25 goals in 23 games. So they're quite a good combo. We've also got Leighton and Dunku, who is on 16 goals and 8 assists in 24 games. Pretty good from those three, and the rest of the team is also doing a really good job. But yeah, most of the goals are definitely coming from those three. Redmond's a new signing who's popped up with a few. He came from the New Saints for 3.5k. Looked like a decent option, and he's displaced. He's displaced Jordan Davies as our left winger. Looking like Jake Bickerstaff's doing quite well on loan, but he's never going to be good enough for us. He's playing for Nantwich, who are, I think, a semi-pro team, if that. The Northern Premier. Interesting team, an interesting division. But yeah, semi-professional. So not really going to be, pulling up any trees for us in the future. Anyway, today we are playing in the National League and the FA Cup. So we've got through to the third round, and we're going to be playing Middlesborough, who are in the Championships. We'll probably get beaten. This will probably be the end of our journey, but you never know. We've done a really good job for most of this season. We haven't lost a game with Wrexham yet. So hopefully that will continue as we head into the 2 games here. As ever in the National League, just the 5 subs available to us. But we're going for pretty much the strongest squad we could have, although Musto plays at left back, and he's a good player. He's a really good option for a backup left back. But our starting left back, whose name I can't quite remember, as he got a suspension, straight red, so he's suspended for. Well, he was suspended for 3 games. It's not quite that long now. He's had a couple of games with it, so I think this will be his last game of his suspension. But yeah, we are playing with Musto today. And the first chance actually went to Notts County. I believe we beat them 5-1 earlier on in the season. That was before they got up to the level that they're at now in third, which is where they're predicted to be. I had a quick look after that game because I was thinking it's a bit odd that we've beaten them so convincingly. And they're quite a well-known club, quite a historic club, shall we say. Anyway, Pajaciti, on loan from Fulham, mainly been a backup option recently, or in this entire season, but he is in the squad at the moment. Danny Redmond with a good finish into the bottom corner. Really nice finish, no chance of the keeper, snuck it right into that corner. And Yaris was never going to get near it. Looks like a pretty even game so far. Perhaps Notts County shading it slightly, but it looks like we're starting to get on top again. And Richardson. Palmer into Barnes. I think that's Matty Palmer, who I've had on previous saves. And Jaden Richardson with a cross into Barnes, and a good header. O'Malley couldn't get to it, and we're back on level pegging. Let's have the players avoid letting down the fans. Musto having an absolute stinker. Not quite sure what he's done to deserve that. Did let Richardson in to do the cross, but I wouldn't have said that's enough for a 5.8. Hopefully we can perform better than this against Middlesbrough, because it's not been our finest performance. I think we'll demand more from the boys. Doesn't look like we have a whole lot of options on the bench. I guess we'll get Dior Angus. It's an interesting name, that one. Not seen anyone with a similar name to that before, but he's not the most amazing player. Certainly better than a lot of the players in the division, but not much better than anyone else in our squad, to be honest. Just not quite on the level that we're looking for. And we're behind. This is set to be our first loss. Not good timing as well for it. Looks like I'm no longer in charge of the tactics, so thanks for that game. Hosanna. Oh, Mullin couldn't get to it. O'Connor somehow heads it to himself, and Mullin puts it home. And we're back on level terms. No, we're not. How's that? Why is that disallowed? I'm pretty sure he was onside there. And we've lost. That is not good at all. I mean, obviously it doesn't make a whole lot of difference in the grand scheme of things, but you don't want to be losing at all, really, particularly when you're in such good form overall. To then lose can really affect the 21 games undefeated can really affect the morale, and you can have a little bit of a stutter for a few weeks. Hopefully it won't turn out to be that, and we can get a really good result in the FA Cup. Let's hope for a better performance today. We've got McFadzean back. That's the guy that I was talking about. Musto drops out, and with good reason, given his performance in the last game, at least based on his rating. Clearly can't have been good. Ollie Palmer has a pulled groin at the moment, but he is still playing. He's about 3 days from full fitness, but we need him. We don't have any good striker backup, really. Ponticelli's probably the best, and he's 2-star. So basically, it's our strongest 11. Hopefully, we can get a result against a strong Middlesbrough side. And yeah, let's see what can happen. We're probably going out, but it's a good chance to see how we stack up against a team that is in a division that we are aiming to get to in the next few years. Hopefully Palmer won't get any agitation to his injury. I hope that he'll be fine. Actually, it looks like we're slightly more attacking than Middlesbrough in terms of our average position, which is somewhat surprising. Been a very quiet game so far. I suspect it's been rather cagey. Middlesbrough slightly having the better of it, even though they have been pretty deep. McFadzean does love a yellow card. He's a bit ill-disciplined, I think. He's been sent off once this season and has had a couple of close calls, shall we say. We got in at 0-0. And we'll give the players hopefully a little bit of a boost. Palmer looking too tired really to get through the game, but let's hope that we can just get one corner, he can score from it and then go off. McFadzean. O'Connor. Can we keep the ball here? Hopefully this isn't a counter-attack. O'Connor again. McFadzean still trying to go past his man. Hasn't been able to so far, but sends in a cross and it's cleared out, and that looks like it's going to be a Middlesbrough counter. But he's done well to get back, actually, McFadzean. And now he has a chance in behind Mullin. Oh, how is he not? Oh, he should have got that on target, and then the keeper almost looked like he was palming into his own goal. That was so close. So close from us. And actually now we're on top in terms of the shots and well, not shots on target, but the expected goals. I think it's definitely time that we get Palmer off. I guess we're going to have to bring on Ponticelli. Or maybe we'll put Nduku up front. And he can play as a pressing forward. And then we'll get Palmer off for Kellen Gordon. Come on, lads. I think we'll encourage the boys. They're doing a good job so far. Let's hope that they can go and nick a late goal to win it. Get Pagiciti on. Also switch these two over. And McFadden on the left-hand side. Do not give away the ball here, because they will have a prime counter opportunity. Hosanna off the bar. How are we not winning? Twice we've hit the bar or post. And now it's broken out, but doesn't look like it's led to anything. Can either team get a late winner? Looks like Middlesbrough are going to have the chance. Or Pagiciti jumps in, finds Mullin with a good pass, but he hasn't got a whole lot of options here. Finds Davies, and Howson steps in and trips him up, and that will be a red. Now, can we make the most of that? I don't think there's enough time to really do anything about it. Probably be a replay here. But we can take credit from that, I think. Not a bad performance, and I guess that means there'll be another game in this episode. There's bad news for this game as Connor O'Malley has got an injury, so we're stuck with Rob Linton in goal. Not sure that's what I'd want, really. And yeah, it's just not a good situation. Hopefully we can get him back pretty soon, but it's going to be a tough game, this one. And Ben Tozer's actually suspended for this game, so we've had to go with Harry Lennon, who's not very good. Pagiciti, as it happens, has been recalled by Fulham because we didn't play him as an advanced playmaker enough. But we are going back for him on loan just without that specification. So hopefully he'll come, because he's a decent player at this level. Nothing special in reality, but you know he's done a good job for us. I'd expect to get pretty much ruined here because we've got a worse team than last time and we're away from home. But Nduku has a chance, and actually there's a good bit of space here in the box for Mullin. 1-0. Unbelievable stuff. Mullin was given all the space in the world, and for a player with his prowess in front of goal, you can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that at all. I mean, we've been really good in these two games so far. We've actually been the better team out of the two. And that's when, if you look at our squad, even though it is very high level for National League, it's nowhere near the Championship in terms of the level. Apart from Mullin, who's a decent Championship player, and Palmer, who's a League One, most of them are sort of high level League Two or mid level League Two. So it's quite impressive that we've been this good against Middlesbrough so far. Of course, plenty of time to go. No doubt they'll come at us, and chances are they will score. So really, we want to get a second goal in this tie. Let's hope this doesn't make the players complacent. Shouldn't do, I think, because it's so close and we're the underdogs in this. I think it should just be a nice morale boost. Give the players some belief. Lennon's pretty tired, given that he's not really played at all this season. Hayden's also tired. That's not really what you want, is two tired centre backs. think it's time we switched out Palmer. We'll get Nduku up front with Mullin, and then Kellen Gordon can come on to help defend this lead. In fact, I might bring him back here. Yeah, he can play as a defensive winger. Hopefully that doesn't unsettle us too much, because it is a slight change to our system. Fadzin with a good slide in. Oh no, Nduku's behind. Can he score? He's taken away from goal. Very odd choice that. That's poor from Nduku. Hopefully that decision doesn't cost us. Hosanna. We could do with getting it out here rather than letting pressure come towards us. And Nduku's behind. He's done it! 2-0! We're going through to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Yes, fourth round, and there we'll play Ipswich. And that gives us a really good chance to actually get to the fifth round. Obviously, Ipswich still a better team than us, but we've got real chances. I think James Jones will get off for David Jones. Switch out the two of them. And I think we'll start to do some time wasting, and we'll definitely lower the tempo. No late slip-ups. Ponticelli finds Hosanna. Under a bit of pressure, Hayden clears, and Mullin's in behind. Good tackle from Dykesdale. Button now. Looking to build out the back, or whack it over the defence. And Connolly's in behind, and has beaten Hayden. That's poor, really, but it's been disallowed, has it? He was offside. That's why he's beaten Hayden. I mean, obviously Hayden is probably lower League Two level defender, if not National League level. But he was never getting beaten like that. He's too good for that. Ponticelli into David Jones, loses the ball, and now Connolly fails to get it through. Really. Very nice for us. Howson from Leighton's long kick, who actually hasn't put a foot wrong so far this game. Connolly. Sporar, and as I say that, Leighton has completely messed up. And let's get much lower tempo, time wasting frequently, and much shorter. Oh no. No more chances, please. Go to the corner. What are you doing? Don't give the ball away. Okay, we'll take that. That's a good tactical foul from O'Connor. Surely this has to be the end of the game. Uh-oh. And Leighton does clear it out, and it's done. Oh, I just clocked that they didn't actually score. That's a bit awkward, but we'll take it. Yeah, well, I didn't need to be as worried as I was there. Yeah. We are through to the FA Cup fourth round with a National League team. It doesn't happen in FM very often. Does occasionally happen in real life. But it's nice to actually see that. And hopefully we can build on that in the next round. So we're playing a League One team next. So actually a team from a lower division than the team we've just beaten. Therefore, should be a nice easy game. Probably best not to say that, but who knows. I think as long as Palmer and Mullin are fit for that game, we have a chance. If neither of them are fit, probably we're out. If one of them's fit, who knows, it could go either way. But yeah, we've done a really good job in today's episode, apart from that loss in the first game. First loss of the league season, but we've got through to the fourth round of the FA Cup, and frankly that's all I care about. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe to channels. It really helps me out. I hope to see you next time, but in the meantime, have a great day.